poem called Burying Roots. My mother's sister died a few years back, and this is about visiting Ireland for a funeral. The day Anne died, I was my mother's shadow all the way to Dublin. I let her see in me whatever she wanted. I let my conversations back in Calgary became modern art or bad poetry, so precise in every decision that she found a meaning for me. We drank a lot. The whole family drank a lot, and meanwhile the Protestants brought love to jive with our death, rolling enormous bonfires by the sea. All the characters came out of hiding. Skinny cheek idling from the garden. She'd been sharpening her teeth like gnawing to maybe let her forget what Greek was. Eva, red scare paranoid, running from words, and my mother, the youngest, a permanent resident in the white north, who never swore allegiance to the queen, now wanders her home like she's the bad taste in the street's mouth. I should have been there, she says. I smiled even when my lips hurt. Last time the family gathered for a wake, it was the father who got missing. And before that, bad genes kidnapped the mother. Now, the loose change remains of the eldest get lowered to nowhere, sent off with whiskey and more strength than her lover than I know how to paint. Her and Greg, they were the first to ever show me Ted Hughes, and everyone else is too blinded by pain, and I am vaguely aware that something beautiful is happening, at least during the moments when the sisters forget their fable-like sparring matches. A lot of country folks show up and explain my family like rocket science, stuff me full of culture, tell me, you'll be a wonderful husband any day now. I was 18 at the time. I omit atheism and rock and roll from the discussion. I read a poem at her funeral, an accent and some theater chops mix in my moment, and I think maybe at least I'm good for something. Tom does not wear a top hat to the funeral. He mumbles less than usual and says nothing clearly. The glass looks climbing to new heights, and it goes, and it goes, and it goes. Donegal and Galway Bay, Dublin will always be an old fox to me. And at the peak of the moonlight, after the worst of a scuffle, my mother takes me to some quiet bar, we drink Bushmills, and she weeps. I hold her and try to fit into the healing. She tells me, Eileen told me before Anne died, she said she hated me. I was never here. I was always with your father and you in Canada. And what answer can I give? A foreigner in this ancient place, I have never worn strength before. I have never walked calmly in the rain. I do not speak the language. I have all this Chinese in my face and this American grease stuck to my stride. I don't know the first thing about dead sisters produced rubber skin and bones. I don't know about death. I don't know. We drink and we drink and we drink, and I mimic humanity until the copper sun takes over, drying her tears. My mother sleeps, and buried roots twist, restless in the sky.